rage on that beat, going crazy.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Marcus. Welcome to another episode of Marcus Speaks. I just want to tell everybody, I hope everybody has had a good couple weeks. I've been off for the past couple weeks, just for the simple fact that, we had the election 1 week, and I didn't do anything for that, just for the simple fact that, everybody else was celebrating. So I just went ahead and not made like a live or anything. I just wanted everybody to have their fun with their new presidential elect and all that. And that's about it, really. You know what I mean? So as I get things prepared for myself, all right. So today's episode is about, and I hope you guys have heard about the young brother from Baldwin, Louisiana, the young brother Quawan Lavar Charles, aka Lil Bobby, and everything that has happened to him so far, and what has happened to him within these past couple weeks, because the story is astounding. I tell you that. Like, the story is very astounding. Like, it's like it'll baffle your mind of the events that had happened. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close some things that's up in my screen right now, and I'm gonna leave that up. Because I'm gonna share with y'all some stuff of like some videos and some other things that I've seen, and like it's crazy how all of this is going on. Like, we really have to start paying attention to what's happening. You know what I mean? And he I guess he was just a normal kid. Like, he was just a normal kid, and he just wanted to, I guess just do something. You know what I mean? Like, do something with his day. But that was taken away from him from whoever was with him that day. So hopefully I can play a little bit of what's happening. Let's see what I got going on. Excuse me. No, see what I'll do. I'll screen share if I can. That's what I'll do. I won't do the usual. So let's see if I can screen share. All right, so let's see if I can do this. All right. No, that's what. Yeah, that right there. Share. All right. So, if everything's running a little crazy today, is because I'm using this new system. I'm using the StreamYard. So let's see. Okay. So I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff. So this is what I'm gonna do. I am. Hold on. Let's see. This is taking a little long, but I just started like today is my first day using this system. So, anyway, while this is loading up or whatever, so I'll say this. I'll say this so far about the young guy. So his name is Quawan Charles. His people call him Bobby, and he comes from Baldwin, Louisiana, and he was 15 years old. He lived in the parish of Iberia, the Iberia parish. So yeah, so he basically the whole thing was that he was going, like, he was at his dad's house or something, and he was trying to, I guess, find something to do, and I guess he saw a friend, and he hopped in the car or something with his friend. But this is where shit gets eerie. This is where shit gets eerie. From where he was, and let me show that picture. Hopefully it's not the wrong picture that I'm about to show. So hopefully it's this picture. All right, cool. So this is where Baldwin is in Louisiana. He drove with his friend, the guy Gavin from school. That's the person he recognized in the car. It was his friend Gavin Irvin, and it was three people in the car, but the third person hasn't been identified yet. But the two people that has is the 17-year-old boy Gavin and his mother Janet Irvin, age 37, which is crazy because this lady has a history of crime. Like, she has a history of crime, and it stems from burglary and drug abuse or a drug offense. She has. It was either or. So, all right, let me try to screen share again. So, all right, let's see what's happening. I'm watching myself, so it's a delay. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna play this video from GMA and give y'all little information. Is there a new sound? Sound. All right. There's no sound. So I am sorry about that. All right. So since there's no sound, so I'll basically walk y'all through what happened. So basically, the call went out, and his cousin is the family spokesperson. I have a video on that. I think no, that was that same video. So basically, all right. So basically, this is what happened. Is that Quawan was at his dad's house. I guess his mom sent them over there. You know, they probably have some sort of like situation where he goes over his dad's house every now and again. So he was over there. He's outside and he sees a friend. So this is what I'm gonna show you, and this video doesn't have sound, but I will walk y'all through what's happening because everything you can see on the video will basically show you what's happening in the video and how everything came about. So let me show that now. So, all right. So, as you see, that's Quawan right there. That's in the circle. So Quawan basically sits down because he's probably trying to find something to do. He's probably bored. You know, his dad probably asked him to go outside, try to have some fun or whatever. So he runs to the car that came past, which is that car that's pulling up into the driveway. So 3 people hop out. There's one. Then 2 others pop out. And then from there, like, what the hell happens after that? Because after that, they show them going to the back or something in whatever the fuck that they're doing. You know what I mean? So after all of that happens, you don't like let me bring that picture I just had back up. So he traveled from Baldwin on October the 30th. He was at his dad's house, and he drives 20 miles, or they drive 20 miles from there to whatever the hell that town is called, Lauraville or whatever. He's with these people for 4 days. He's not found until the 3rd of November. But when he's found, he's dead. How's it that, and I'm pretty sure this is considered a child abduction, because if not, how's it that these people haven't yet to be charged yet? They have not been charged since Quawan was found dead. This is what Quawan looks like, everybody. Is this it? This is Quawan. This is little Bobby right here. He was found dead in a sugarcane field. I have all this fucking written down, yo. Where am I at now? So Quawan left with the assailants in a silver car. It looked like a 2003 Chevy Eldorado. That's what that car looked like, or it could have been like an old Honda or Hyundai or something. So Quawan leaves with Janet Irvin, Gavin Irvin, and whoever the third unidentified person is. So after this happens, the dad doesn't call the cops to see if they can find him. The mom doesn't call the cops to see if they can find him. So no Amber Alert has happened yet. It hasn't been an Amber Alert in that area, and I don't think until like the protesting started and stuff like that after his body was found, that he that, you know, basically a call to action. That's basically what an Amber Alert is. We get them on our phones all the time. they'll have the child's name. They was wearing this. Left in a. I'll use my car make and model and year. So it'll say Marcus Marcus was last seen at his house. He was wearing black with he was wearing black with he was wearing black. He had a gray hat on. Sorry, I got shit happening right now. So he left in a gold Chevy Cruise 2014 Chevy Cruise license plate number, blah 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 blah. So since none of this happened, and his mom basically said in an interview, it really wasn't an interview, it was just her statement, that she thought that he just went to a football game and he never came home. So if that's if that's to be said, why is it that when Janet was identified as the person that took him, without the father's knowledge and without the mother's knowledge, why is it that Janet didn't either try to take him back home because some fuck shit happened, or call his parents to let them know that Quawan was with Gavin and her and whoever the third person was over their house. So, this is being treated as a homicide, but police don't expect foul play. How in the fuck? Sorry, I shouldn't be cussing so much. How is it that police don't expect foul play in this ordeal if he was found dead? And I'm going to show y'all a little later what he looked like after he was found. So, Quawan basically he was killed, and no one knew about it until the police, from what one of the police officers in that area, this black police officer said, because it was reported that they used a device where it kept it kept pinging Quawan's phone to where they could get an exact location of where he was at. So, with that being said, the police don't suspect foul play in all of this, but the lawyers that was on the screen that y'all saw that didn't have any sound, so sorry. The lawyers say that if Quawan was any other race than black, this case would have been treated a whole lot differently. Now, I'm not trying to put race in this, but the shit looks so fucking obvious right now. He was gone for 4 days. Okay, yes. People may say, well, what role does his parents have to play into it? Well, they didn't know where the fuck he was. Now, okay, it sounds irresponsible that they didn't do anything until he was found dead. But they were looking for him, because basically this is what black people do. For anybody who's watching who isn't black, we basically don't trust the police to handle our matters because we have people that we may know depending on where we live at. I know in my town, my mom knows everybody, and they live practically all over the town. So if I'm all the way up by fucking the McDonald's, my mom knows somebody that lives in a neighborhood that's by that McDonald's. So if I was when I was his age and I wasn't supposed to be by that goddamn McDonald's and the person saw me, the person will let me know. I'm gonna let your mom know that you up here and you know you ain't supposed to be up here. And then I would basically go home, but she still would tell my mother that I ain't supposed to be up here. So everybody, I know I started this shit hot because this is a serious story. So I want to slow down real fast. And please I want to let y'all know, y'all can follow me on marcus.speaks.podcast on on Instagram, and Marcus Speaks Podcast, which is the podcast group on Facebook. Also, if you could subscribe, like, share, and if you're in the comment section, let me know something. How y'all feel about this? Because with this new program I'm using, I can type something in and I can put it in the chat and I can show it on the screen. Y'all see that? Let me let me make the banner a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. How did I do that last time? Anyway, y'all see that down there on the screen, I'm sure. But I can extend it. So anyway. So yeah. Basically with the whole Quawan situation, and everybody, if y'all don't see that, I'll have everything scrolling on the screen. So is that the right one? Yes, that is the right one. So I'm gonna leave that up, and I'm gonna have this scrolling as well. So anyway, this will all get better as soon as I figure out everything about this. So yeah. So like I was saying, and I'll take these down. So like I was saying, Quawan basically left home and then got abducted, because this is what this should be basically viewed as an abduction and then murder, because Quawan suffered abrasions to his face. Cousin suspects foul play. His cousin, if if I would have had the sound on that damn video. His cousin says that he had a cut on one side of his face, and then he had a knot on the other. So he had I think he said he had a knot on his left side and a cut on his right side, which means he got hit with a blunt object, such as probably as a bat or some sort of blunt object to the head that will cause that knot on his head, and then probably by falling, he got the cut. So law enforcement officers were slow at this investigation because basically, the family didn't know what was going on, so they were slow at it until, the police had something. But I don't feel like the police acted fast enough with this whole thing, because he was found on the 3rd. He was found on the 3rd of November, and he was last seen October 30th. That's 4 fucking whole days. That was a Friday to to Tuesday. Friday to Tuesday. But when he was found dead. Coroner's report says that any injuries that Quawan suffered and sustained was done by, get this, they said that any of the knot in the cut was done by aquatic animals. Who the hell are they fooling? Like, for real. I don't know. I don't know what's in that area that Quawan lives at. If I could bring that map back up. So he was found around here. He was found in a sugarcane field. I don't see any river system, any swamp system. I don't see none of that in that area. That precise area that's sitting right there. So how's it that an aquatic animal did that to him? That shit don't even sound right. Like it sounds foolish as hell. It sounds foolish as hell, and as if they is trying to pull the veil over the family's eyes to where they're trying to say it wasn't these people that done it, which haven't been arrested yet. They're still going free. They're chilling. The lady has 2 offenses against her already for burglary and drug abuse or being caught with drugs or whatever. She lost all 3 of her kids because of that. And she probably only got one back, which is her son Gavin, because he's 17. So he's about to age. If he was in the foster system, he's about to age out of the foster system. So it's no reason to have Gavin in there. And so they probably gave him back to his mother. So the family demands a meeting with the Iberia Parish Sheriff's Department, and the family demands answers of what happened and what they're going to do. Because basically, like I said, the police are slow acting on this. They don't consider it foul play. The coroner's office in labs when they did the autopsy report says that it wasn't done by any blunt force trauma. Excuse me, it was done by aquatic animals such as fish, turtles, and frogs, and salamanders. Now, I'm pretty sure that there are some sort of predatory aquatic animals there. So they have crocodiles in Louisiana. Not crocodiles, alligators. I'm sorry. They have alligators in Louisiana, in Florida. They have alligator gars, which is a fish. That's a predatory animal. They have teeth. But I don't think that any of those animals could hit with such a force that it will cause a knot on the side of a person's head. Like what the fuck are they trying to tell us? So if anybody has any information, if they heard any new reports on this, the place that he was found was Lorayville, Louisiana, zip code 70552. Y'all have any answers or anything for that police department, just let them know. I'm gonna save this point for the next point. So I'm gonna do this. I said that Janet has not been arrested for her involvement in all of this or whatever. But Quawan Charles is basically today's modern day Emmett Till. The way Emmett Till died by those two white men that killed him, and I'm blanking on the state that was in. I think it was Alabama. I'm pretty sure it was Alabama. I'm pretty sure, if not Arkansas, but I'm pretty sure it was Alabama. But Quawan is the today's Emmett Till. Not the same events though. The way that he was found and the way that the police treated the incident. The chain of events of how they were seen before they died, those chain of events are different, but the way when they were found, when they were dead, are basically the same. They beat Emmett Till's head completely in to where he was unrecognizable, and I'm pretty sure his mother is dead now. But when she had his funeral, when his body got shipped back to Chicago, where he was from, his mother basically said, "Fuck this! I'm having an open casket because it's news cameras around and there's photographers here from newspapers. I'm gonna have an open casket so that people can see what they did to my baby." From which Quawan's mother should take that same playbook from Emmett Till's mother and do the same goddamn thing. Yes, it'll be horrifying to see a young black male sitting there dead with how his face looks, and I'm gonna show y'all in a little while what his face looks like. But it'll have a big impact on why haven't you guys arrested the people that did this to this young man yet. So when he was found, when Quawan was found, when the coroners did their autopsy and everything, they found mud and blood. I said mud and blood, mud and water in his lungs, which means that not only did he get hit with a blunt force object, and after he got hit, he fell into practically maybe a muddy puddle or something like that. And it doesn't take much water to drown, for somebody to drown. Only an inch can drown somebody. So, or he probably got hit into a muddy. It had to be a muddy puddle because he was in a sugarcane field. So he basically was still conscious enough to breathe, or at least breathe laborally, but he probably was still able to breathe. But when he was breathing, because he probably was unconscious at the time, but still conscious enough to breathe, when he was breathing, he probably kept sucking in water, and it was mud there, and that's how the coroner found the mud and the blood in his lungs to see what was the cause of death, which the blunt force object and him falling possibly in a muddy puddle is the cause of death, done by maybe Janet Irvin, and if she has probably a crack-headed boyfriend, him too. That's probably the third person that they have yet to identify yet. So when they found them, people, and I'm not going to leave this picture up long, because the last time I looked at this picture was yesterday when I saved it and put it on here, and I had to make sure it came up as fast as possible, and I clicked off of it as fast as possible, because it's not something that you want to see. And I'm pretty sure it's parents of children on here, and the sight of y'all seeing your children to look like this from some people that did some dumb shit like this, because they're cracked the hell out of their fucking mind, or methed up out of their mind, or high off of whatever the fuck they was high on. Because Janet got caught for 2 crimes. The first crime, burglary, which she was probably maybe trying to steal some sort of drug or money to buy drugs. Because when you look at her, you can see, oh yeah, she smoked. And the spelling on her name is JanetIrvin. Just type her up. Type up Janet Irvin, and then if you want to, type Quawan Charles, and her picture will start popping up. Go into Google, go into images, type her name up, and you'll see what she looks like. You basically can see that she gets high on something. And then her second crime was drugs, some sort of drug offense or whatever. And it's like, yeah, she smoked. Or she pop pills, or she injects or huffs or something. So everybody, I don't even want to do this. Everybody, this is what Quawan looked like when they found him and brought him to the coroner's office. This is what Quawan looked like. The shit is sad, yo. Why is it that out of everything that was going through these motherfuckers' minds. Why was it Quawan that they picked that had to die that day? Why would anybody have to die like that or die at all at the hands of these insane motherfuckers to kill somebody for whatever the fuck they wanted from him or needed from him or something? Like, if he didn't have anything, let him the fuck go. Like, this shit is fucking insane, yo. And the reason why I did this story, this live today on this, is because I got 3 nephews around his age. I got a 15-year-old nephew, I got a 14-year-old nephew, and I got a 13-year-old nephew. If not, no, I got a 16-year-old nephew, a 15-year-old nephew, and a 14-year-old nephew. All like this is all I thought about when I was reading this story, watching the videos to get some information and stuff so I can bring it to y'all. And all I could think was, what if? That's all I thought of. What if? What would I do? Like, I don't fucking understand what would make people do this horrible shit to children. We have to protect our children at all times, yo. This isn't the time to be just letting your kids just going over anybody's houses, because yes, we still are on a semi-lockdown, sort of. We probably might have to go back into a national lockdown again because of COVID spiking back up. I live in the state of Maryland. There's been 21, if not 20,000 plus more cases. That's been ramping up the national number from our 20 plus thousand to the national number. It's been ramping the contraction of contracting COVID. It's been brought up. But my point is, with all this, we gotta start protecting our kids. We have to know where they're going at all times, who they're with, just like how our parents did when we was growing up. I'm 32, so when I was growing up, my mom had to know who I was with, where I'm going, if we're going to be going somewhere after that, where are we going after that, and stuff like that. My mom had to know every fucking thing. Unless she trusted the person, but still, questions would come as soon as I would come in the house. Where'd y'all go? Whose house was y'all over? What store y'all go to? Because if y'all haven't watched my story that I did when I got hit by a car, and it's in my video, so y'all can look. It's called "I Got a Story to Tell." The time I got hit by a car. Just look for it. The thumbnail is of somebody getting hit by a car, so you'll see it. But when I got hit by that car, I was somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be, and my mom didn't know. Now, it's not my mother's fault that I was where I was at. It's because I was love struck to where I had to go and see my girlfriend. Now, if she would have known where I was at, she would have not let me go. But since, I was young, 13, and in love, I had to be over there because I wanted to see my girlfriend, because my girlfriend went to the next school over. She didn't go to school with me, so that's the reason why I was there. But that's not the point. The point is that we have to know, and we have to protect our kids at all times and know their whereabouts at all times. Now, I know this generation of kids, they don't go outside. They're either on their computers or on their phones or playing video games, talking to their friends. So, yes, it is some sort of a safe haven for you to know that your kid doesn't leave the house. But for the ones that do, you have to know where your kids are at all times. All right. So I'd like to thank y'all for watching this live episode of Marcus Speaks. And if you could, with the whole with this whole story, if y'all want to talk about it in the group, just go to Marcus Speaks Podcast or Marcus Speaks PC on Facebook, and we can talk about it some more if you want. And if any new information comes up about it, you can, let us know if you know anything new, and I'll look some stuff up, and then if I have anything I have to say more about it, I'll just do another live maybe next week about it, or just bring y'all the next topic that I have for you guys. I don't do this. I haven't been doing this, but I need to start doing this. So if you guys, for the ones who do know, but for the ones who don't know, I have stories that come out every week. So it's always either the Marcus Speaks live, if not a pre-recorded, which is basically just going to be Marcus Speaks, and then it's Marcus Speaks live. But the short stories, the Marcus Speaks shorts, those come out every Sunday. So look for a new story that I have every Sunday around 1:15. They come out 1:15 p.m. So yeah, check that out. There's a new one coming tomorrow. It's not queued up yet. It's not already there. It's not queued up and ready to go for tomorrow. So after I hop off of here, I have to edit that. So I'll be doing that after I get off of this live. But if y'all want to, just let me know how y'all feel about these stories, because all these stories are about me. I'm giving y'all a piece of me so y'all can know exactly who I am. So when y'all do watch these lives, y'all can know that, I came from whatever you hear the stories from, and then I came here, y'all will know a little bit about me. So, yeah, man, I'd like to thank y'all for watching this episode of Marcus Speaks Live. I'm your host, Marcus, as usual. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.